it wouldn't be considered an underwriting process in my eyes. We had talked about this before. That's why I've been doing what I've been doing for so long, is because every case I touch is always different. There's always something new, and there's always a twist or something that I've got to do. So that is pretty much a case manager in nuts and bolts. Basically, the slogan is to make the process as smooth as possible and get it in and out the door as quickly as possible. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Julie. Just to regroup around this function, I think the most valuable service that we render to our customers is actually case management. Not to take away from other activities, all the activities are important, but this would be, the heart and soul of our service offering. This is not an easy job. It requires knowledge. It also requires a lot of analytical thinking. It is not a simple process-driven approach. So we need to move away from a mindset of being a processor to one who is doing decisions, thinking, analyzing, and doing knowledge-based decisions.
It's always I'm always, and Laura, you could probably say the same thing. I am always given the opportunity several times during the day to go the easy way instead of the long way and put myself in the client's shoes. If that was me, what would I do? If I had to pick up the phone or do an extra step, send one more email just to confirm or to make sure something's done properly or efficiently, that's what I do, because I put myself, if I was, the client and I wanted to know I'm getting the best offer, or I am going to be examined on the day that I said I wanted to be examined, or whatever the situation is. That's what a case manager is to think outside of the box and put yourself in that position. Your job is so important and so vital. Everything and ultimately belongs on your shoulders. If the examiner doesn't show up, it's not the examiner's fault. It's always going to be the case manager's fault, ultimately, right? Everything, we are rocks. We take it. We can take any type of anything when a case goes wrong. I take it all. It's whether it's my fault or not. That's why my agents rely on me. They know they can count on me. Whatever the situation is, they know I will get the best outcome possible. So just think outside the box. If you guys can mute your phones, because Fido's by sparkling over there. Just put yourself, in that client's shoes. What would you want if you were the insured? Okay? Always think outside the box.
And one thing I'd like to add to that is, in a lot of cases, the person who is kind of the client to this BGA's office is the agent. So when we are working case management, Manoj mentioned that we need to get away from process-driven approach. I want everyone to think about you are looking at a solutions-based approach. So everything that you see, I want you to think, what are we trying to determine, accomplish, or ask? If it's a requirement and it is a question that needs to be answered, one example is if we put a requirement on the system for the answer to question 2B on page 6, and the agent gets that, they don't know what question 2B is on page 6. The goal is to provide the agent with the question so they can ask the client. So you always want to think in terms of what is it we're trying to accomplish. We need to know exactly